Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Now, I don't know what is happening tonight, but I can't get into the group. So I wonder if Lindsay might find me here. I'm having to use the phone. Sue's watching. And I'm hoping some comments can appear. I'm having great problems. My iPad will not allow me. Oh, hello, Sue. My iPad has basically, it's not frozen, but it's not allowing me to get onto my profile page. And it just keeps coming up, error. So what I'm going to try and do, yeah, I'm not supposed to be on the So Totally Trisha page. Jules, hello Shirley, hello Jules, hello Dorothy, and Jill. I am supposed to be in the So Trisha So's group, but I can't get in there. So, hi Jill, hi Yvonne. I don't know what's going on. It really doesn't like me going into my group, does it? Hello Linda, hello Sheena. You've been pinged. So, have I put... perhaps I haven't paid my subscription. No. Hello, Pat, you're there. Oh, well, you found me. You found me. Wonder what I'm going to have to do. Yeah, but I'm not in the So Trisha So's group. Hello, Chris. Yes, Bridget. I've got to find some way. I can't even get onto my own profile. Hello, Christine. Yeah, Lindsay, I don't know. I couldn't even, without going off of... I'm on my phone. I hope I'm the right way round, because I'm portrait, and I didn't know whether to put it landscape. I haven't used my phone in ages. No sound? No sound? Perhaps you're able to message me, Lindsay. I don't know. I really don't know. It's weird. So hopefully most of you have got sound, but I shouldn't be here. So as I said, I'm on the phone, not the iPad. The iPad won't allow me to go into my, you got a notification for my page. I suppose because then it was the only way I could do it. I nearly on my phone went onto, it wouldn't let me, it wouldn't find the group, said that I may not have anything to, you've got sound, lovely. I am the right way up and you've got sound. Fabulous, fabulous. And you can hear me as well, Jules, lovely. And Jill. So, oh, I don't know what's going on. That makes me think, so whether, it does say there may be a technical error on their part, which they are, oh good, I'm glad you can hear me, which they are dealing with. But who knows? Isn't it always the way? So never mind, we will crack on as we are. I can read your comments, which is one good thing. And I just wonder sometimes whether it's pushing you towards doing something different that they don't want you to do. So although I like demoing in the group, Heather's found me as well. Fiona, jolly good, jolly good. And there's Anne too. Hello, Anne. And Sheen. Oh, you can all hear me except Glynis. Glynis, what I would try to do is go out and come back in again. I'm all tall and slim. Fabulous. I always want to be tall and slim. I'm not really. I'm a bit sparkly. My room is cozy, Fiona. Very cozy indeed. I can touch in front of me and in the back of me. But I'm trying to find myself time to move around. I'm trying to might move into the next room and sort of sort some. I've got lots of storage spaces, but they are full. Oh, you can hear now, Glynis. Good. Hello, Judith. Hello, Janet. Yeah, I've got lots of cubes. No, you can't actually see them, but I have the IKEA cubes. Calax. Hello, Angela. Hello, Linda. Yeah, I'm sorry to have messed you about. You don't know where you are. I'm on the So Totally Trisha page, Lindsay, because, yeah, because I couldn't get on the iPad, couldn't get on anything on my iPad, couldn't find the group, couldn't get on the group on my phone either. Hello, Sandra. And hello, Carolyn. And Margaret, missed a few, sorry. So I just got on where I could. Oh, it was lovely to chat today, Janet. It was indeed. So yes, a little bit, you know, I was, we had no heating for 2 days, Jill. Oh yes, thank goodness for a log fire. Well, do you know what? I had a visit from the lovely Mike today. And when I popped out, he was outside in the car, and I said to him, you tried them all, Linda, yeah. I said to him, oh, have you got time for a cuppa? He said, yes, yeah. I said, it might be, okay, lovely, thank you, Lindsay. It might be a little bit warmer than it is outside, but not much, because I hadn't had the heating on. And he said, yeah, I think it is playing up, you're right. And he said, oh, well, I've had my log burner on, and I thought, do you know what? It's only, I don't know, 2 o'clock, but I'm putting mine on. So we've had a fire going all day, and it is quite pleasant. Obviously, the heating's on now, but oh boy, it was cold, and it can't be cold. Anyhow, so we're okay now. And thank you for asking. Charlie is 100% himself now, which is fantastic. Hello, Jill and John. Hi, John. Yeah, he's 100%. Hasn't been to school because he didn't want to. And I mean, with only today and tomorrow to go, what's the point now? So Daddy's still poorly, so he was at home with Daddy. But yeah, he's eating everything in sight. He's running around. He's doing all sorts. So yeah, he's absolutely fine. Thank goodness. Oh, yes, Fiona. I think that's a new name, but welcome, Fiona. Yeah, we've had ours for a couple of years, and it is absolutely, not very long at all, but it is a lifesaver. Yes, most definitely. And yeah, it is great news. Hello, Tracy. Fantastic news. I think I had a few more grey hairs for him being whilst he was poorly, and it was a bit of a roller coaster ride, really, because I know I'd said I think Saturday he was on the mend, seemed to be, but then he dipped again come Monday and Tuesday when everybody was saying thank goodness he's all right, and actually he wasn't. But after a day of sleeping on Tuesday, he just got up the next morning, absolutely fine. So Wednesday he was fine, today he was fine, and fingers crossed also, there's no reason why it shouldn't be now. But yes, he is over it, thank goodness. And touch wood, I've got a bit of wood here. Oliver doesn't show any signs either of catching it. I think Daddy got it worse. So yes, all good now. So I've had, oh, it's been quite a lazy, well, I've been doing bits and pieces, but I was like, that was good. I know. But the less I've got to do, the less I want to do. However, I did have to make my sample. Hello, Sharon, and hello, Aurora. Lovely to see you there. Now, Aurora, I have a granddaughter called Aurora, and she is 7 years old. Yes, she's already 7. And it's one of those names that has started appearing more and more. Lovely, lovely name. Oh, that's lovely, Carolyn. It's a good idea for sewing friends, isn't it? And I bet they were pleased and you were pleased too. Hi, Beverly, and hello, Jan. Oh, glad I made it. I know. It's just, I don't know what's going on. It's because Martin's been playing with it, that's why. I said to him, shall I buy you one for Christmas so he can use his own? Now, I think, I meant to have a look earlier, I think Sheena made one of these, and she very kindly said, because I thought, what a brilliant idea. Having done, oh, here we are. I've got a few down here. Still got all my samples. Remember my covered notebooks. Oh, hello, Nikki. I am so sorry for those of you who are joining me here. I was supposed to be in the group, but Facebook was playing up on the iPad with me, and I couldn't find it. Oh, you were still on So Trisha So's, were you? Oh, well, never mind. You're here now. I'm sure I'm on So Totally Trisha. I'm sure. Yeah. I can't see where it tells. Well, it doesn't really tell me. But never mind. Never mind. So I've done all these books, but Sheena had made, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Sheena, had made a bookmark pen holder to go around. So I'll show you what it's like. So I don't know whether she put a zip down hers or not, or whether it was just, I've finished this one off. Right, so here's one. So you pop your pens in here. Let me see if I can find a pen. Right, so I suppose I could put it on my book, couldn't I? So it's got elastic around the back, and then you just slot it onto the front of your book. So as I say, oh, Sheena, yeah. Oh, it wasn't you, Sheena. Oh, who was it? Oh, my apologies. Maybe because you're still waiting for your... Oh, well, thank you for being patient, but every bit is in the post. They're on their way to you, Angela. But you know what it's like. They're on strike today, aren't they? Tomorrow they're not. 14th, 15th, that's right. So hopefully they'll get all of the backlogs sorted at some point. So it wasn't Sheena. Who was it? Who was it? Was it Jill? Oh no, that's right there. So whoever it was, oh, I shall have to make an absolute apology. You admire the creativity. Oh, bless you, Fiona. Hello, Jenny. It was Jenny. It was Jenny. Sorry, Jenny. Credit to the Soho who did it. I know. So, because I've been, hello, Joan. I think Joan must be from somewhere else. Hi, guys. Indeed. Excuse me, I haven't got a bug, but when I get in my room with fabrics, I start, when I start talking too much, you see. Can I find a friend here? Oh, I think Lindsay might be watching that one. Okay. So as a sewing group, we're not here. Well, we have friends, don't we? We do. Anyhow, God, I've forgotten already. Put me off. Royal Mail delivered to you at 6 tonight. Wow. Yeah, we didn't have any deliveries today, but I tell you what I did have. I had a Moda delivery. I had some. Hello, Joanna. Yeah, apologies to anybody just finding me now, but Facebook's playing up, and I'm glad it's not just me. Somebody's having problems with on their laptop, on the iPad. Wouldn't give me anything. I was on the blank, well, not a blank page. I was on my page where it's got feeds, etc. It wouldn't allow me to change into my normal normal profile, and it wouldn't allow me to see groups. Just rubbish, but never mind, never mind. So, Jenny, thank you, Jenny, for your payment came through for joining the new Sew with Trisha group. We'll talk about that in a moment. But Jenny suggested this, and it is lovely. So this one, I haven't actually got a demo for, but I thought I would put a zip in one. And I can't remember whether Jenny's had a zip or not, but we've got a zip down the front, and you can pop your pen in there so that you've got your pen with you always. And also, I am sure if you're likely, thank you, Lindsay. I thought it was okay, but, you know, sounds normal, but it wasn't. So thank you. You could put your glasses in here. If you're prone to putting your glasses down, and then where are they? I do that sometimes because I can see without them. Couldn't read the comments on here without them, but I can walk around. Oh, lovely Anne, fantastic. Lindsay is so on the ball. Brilliant, Tracy, isn't she? Yes. Thought, yes. Well, the first name looked dodgy, and then, but Joan, I mean, I said hello, Joan. I'm not one for missing people out, but the next comment, you could tell straight away, couldn't you? Well, you could tell immediately then. So anyhow, so here is the one which has I've just put two little channels down for thought it looked, yes, the one that was ideal for your pods on your iPad. Indeed, I was thinking that. I haven't got pods, but I thought having a zip in there was really quite a nice idea. I don't say easy anymore, I say straightforward. But just undo that. It's I thought I'd show you how to do it because I quite like it. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do tonight. And actually, I've got some fabric like this to do it with, so it would fit on there nicely, wouldn't it? So the other thing I wanted to say to you was thank you so much, all of you who are signing up for the new group, Sew with Trisha. If you take a look, you could put a book light in it. You could. You see, you say about creativity, now you're creative as well. And I think that's what you are, all very creative in your own rights, because, you know, I might give you the basics of it and then you can adapt and add to, and that's what's really fun. Lindsay's got pods, love them. This would be, yeah, fabulous. Any bar of chocolate if you like, you know, all the things you need. Perhaps you put your pills in there. Mind you, we don't take pills, do we? Much, no. Jill needs to join up. Okay, well, search, if anybody would like to, you can search for the group. It's called Sew with Trisha, as in SEW. So basically it tells you exactly what it's all about. I would prefer, if you can, Judith, for it to go straight into the designated account. Purely because, chocolate does sound good, Joanna, purely because it is going to take a little bit of work, making sure everybody's in for each month and when the funds come through each month, or on an annual basis. But being able to see it like on a bank statement, I'll be able to tick them off very, very easily. Whereas if I have too many coming in from different sources and going into different places, it just makes it a little bit difficult. But drop me an email and we'll have a little chat, if that's all right, Judith. Oh, Alison's looking forward to it, and you need to set yours up. Okay, Joanna. I mean, it will be absolutely lovely if as many of you as you can would like to join me. Now, I mean, it will be on a very similar basis to what I've done for the last 3 years. And as you know, I've done it all for free and I have loved doing it. Yeah, so the name, I'll perhaps have to alter it a little. The name is, I'd put, I think, P. Ablett, which is my name. Patricia Leslie Ablett there. Did you know my middle name? Patricia Leslie Ablett. And then the account is called Sew with Trisha. Hello, Jane. Signed up for the new club. I'm taking my... Oh, Jane, you did all 17. Yes, I recognise the fact that you did. Well done, you. Really pleased with all those that joined up for the mug rug swap and were able to complete every single one. I know Bridget did as well. Gita can't wait for the new group. Okay, and hello, Janet. Neither can I. I am really, really excited. Yes, it is Patricia Leslie Ablett. Patsy Leslie, I was once called, only for a brief period of time. But, yes. Oh, we've got another one. Hello, Jean. Lovely, that isn't. And hello, Rosemary. Oh, lovely to see you all. I'm sure, Lindsay's, that looks a name that... this is the problem with being on an open page. Anybody can view, which in one way is great because we have new proper people, or people who really want to learn about sewing and know a little bit more, be creative, have a chat. But we also get people who don't belong here. I knew you would be, Lindsay. So yes, so with the new group, you check the account number and sort code and they were the same, so I said yes. That's fine. Well, we'll see. I know, as I say, a lot of you have decided to pay for the whole year, which is lovely. But I look forward to, because I won't know until the 1st of January comes, as to whether the you know, how many there will be in there. But as I say, being this similar to what I've done for the last 3 years, it will be like that, but with added extras. And the added extras will be to have instructions by PDF on the absolute majority. You find how a lot of strange men. Oh, you're a Patricia Leslie Adams. Oh, fantastic. Well, I never. It's lovely, isn't it? When you share a name. And I know our lovely Sue. I don't know if she's watching tonight. Hello, Caroline. But her middle name's Leslie as well. And we've got a few Leslies on here as well, haven't we? So, Carolyn, yes, I've seen yours. Yep. I will double check, but I'm sure I've seen your name. So one of the things that I am doing, and I won't be able to update it until the 1st of January when I see who will be in the group. But I am giving everybody who's a member a number. I am collating the list. So, I mean, who knows? It might not be. There's a huge number in the group. It may not be that everybody decides to join up, but what I should do, I'm giving everybody a number, and I'm going to ask Lindsay to, well, no, I might not ask Lindsay. Well, yes, I might do. I'm going to ask Lindsay to give me a random number, and then each month, that number will get the giveaway, which is going to be a bundle of fabrics for that one person who has the number that we choose, or Lindsay chooses, because Lindsay won't know. And so, you know, or I might even do one of those random generator things, random number generator. But yeah, it will be a nice little giveaway for somebody each month that you remember. You paid for your own. Ah, yes. So, and apart from that, no, you are honestly, you know, £5 may be a lot to some people per month, and that is why I want to give you, I don't say good value for money, extremely good value for money. And as a lot of you know, the very first, most of the demos will be on Tuesday evening. So every Tuesday evening at 6:30, there will be something. And the first one will be a bag. So there'll be a PDF with that. And the PDF, the instructions, will normally, after you've all had it within the group, within your membership, it will go onto my website and be £6. So if you liked that bag and decided you want to buy, you'd be paying £1 more than the membership to start off with. So with everything else that's going on, it's almost like, and I never like to say why wouldn't you, but if your funds are available, and I know we're all budgeting a lot these days, it will be very well worth it. And there'll be other bits and pieces as well. I should do other little giveaways as well. So we will see. I am very, very excited, but I'm getting together. Oh, Lindsay's I've got a toy machine with numbers. Oh, that would be fantastic. Fantastic, Lindsay. That would be brilliant. No, I'm not. You all keep saying I'm so kind, generous. I love doing it. You are so, so supportive. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? As I've always said to you, yes, I am a small business, but my main aim with the small business is to give you the pleasure of sewing, to enable you to use beautiful fabrics. And when you make things now, was it Carolyn or was it Beverly? Might have been Beverly. Made one of the folded Christmas centerpieces, and I could tell by her post she was absolutely she was delighted with what she'd made, and she'd used beautiful fabrics and she'd made it well, and it just looked beautiful. And that's what I want you to be able to do, to finish off a project and think, oh my goodness, I really made that. And that is a wonderful feeling. So it was you, Beverly. That's right. It's hard for me to remember everything, but I know that you did. I know you felt really, really pleased with it. And so you should have done, because it was beautiful, or it is beautiful. But that's what I want you to feel with so many things you do. And it's not going to happen all the time, because there'll be some techniques that you don't like. But, and this is why one of the Tuesdays will be a technique Tuesday. So we'll go through lots of different projects, whether it's, you know, it might be inserting zips in different ways. It might be talking about different waddings and interfacings, which we've done before, but it will be in more depth. And as I say, usually what I'll be able to do is a PDF as well, so that you have got something to look back onto. Although while you're in the group, every video will be there for you to watch over and over again. Oh, that's lovely, Caroline. I hope you are. Basically, I'm imparting everything that I know to you. I see no reason. Oh, yes, Sheena, your calendars were beautiful. I see no reason for holding back any information that I know. Why would I think, oh, I know how to do that, I'm not telling you? Well, whatever I know, and when I learn, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh, I must show the ladies this, I must show the ladies. Actually, I've got a lovely block that I'm going to be doing, not within, because we'll do block of the month as well. It won't be within that, I don't think, but I saw a picture of, well, we were talking Dresden plates is what we were talking about. And I thought, yes, I'll show you that again, because a lot of you still haven't. Oh, bless you, Vanessa. Bless you. Some of you haven't done the Dresden plate, and it is a lovely, lovely patchwork technique to do. And it is straightforward, and you will be amazed at how perfect it comes out. And it's one of those things you'll think, oh, did I do that? So, Pat says the best gift you can give you time, and I know. Oh, lovely, Pat. I'm glad you have. And Alison's learned a lot. Oh, and I know you do. Did you do a folded star? I did do a folded star, and you may have asked, or somebody else asked about that. I will do that again, but I need to find one of my samples. I've got a couple, and you know me, I lose so much, and usually because it's covered up. Oh, bless you, Bridget. See, Shirley's never done a Dresden plate. So yes, from that, so we'll do that. But I've got another one, and I'll give you the template for that, so you'll be able to make yours as well. And I am so looking forward to getting it. Now, with this, there is actually a die, and I have bought the die. Oh, it was just before the strike, so I'm hoping by Saturday, because I want to give it a go. And you, oh, what lovely things you are saying. Oh, thank you, Nikki. I don't like reading it out, because I'm glad you've all learnt so much, though. It's good. You make us believe. Yeah, I want you to, Jeeta, because it's like, I'm sure Bridget won't mind me saying, but when we were talking about sewing, and she said, oh, I can't do that. I said, Bridget, if you want, it's the will. If you really want to sew, you can. And I would say, if you know Bridget, look at what she does now. It is lovely. Oh, Linda too. Linda was, yeah. You'd never had the, no. Linda does so many things now as well. And it's the case of where I hold your hand, and now you're free, aren't you? You do, you know, I still hold your hand on occasion, something new, but you do things yourself under your own steam, and it is brilliant, brilliant. I don't know yet, Carolyn. I'm thinking, because we'll do it for 12 months. Perhaps we will do it on bedside. Oh, no, that's all right. Hello, Callie. Yes, nice to see you again. And she says hello to everyone as well. So one day we'll meet up, Callie. Yes, so I don't know what I do to make you feel you can, but you can. I know you can. And by me telling you everything I know about whatever, or ways of how I would do things, and as I said to you before, I'm not a qualified teacher, but I'm just imparting everything. What do you do for 12 months? Oh, we'll do lots and lots of things. Callie, if you have a look in the have a look in the Sew with Trisha group, or request to join it. You don't have to pay anything until you decide to join, and then it's just £5 a month, and there's a file in there, a PDF, which tells you everything that we'll be doing and all the ins and outs of it. So oh, and Joanna doesn't fear zips anymore. Good. You need to make sure. Yes, Carolyn, I will give you more information nearer the time, because I need to. I'm just thinking now, I've got 6 weeks, haven't I? I mean, 2 weeks, not 6 weeks. Oh, pardon me, just 2. I haven't just helped you put in. I know, Tracy. So this is what we've done as well, haven't we? Between us all. So that's exactly right, Callie. Yeah, exactly. You were learning it on time. Look at, yeah, I was. I am. Are you blushing? Oh, I am blushing. I am. That's why I can't read out everything. It's oh, bless you. Oh, Lindsay. Yeah, I mean, it is for those of you that are sort of fairly new to the page. 2 years ago, I could not believe it. No pins. No pins, Nikki. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, 2 years ago, for the first time, I was nominated for an award in the Great British Sewing Awards, which was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But no, as Lindsay said, 2 years running, I didn't win it. I've never actually said too much since then, or have I? I've mentioned it, yeah, but never thought I would win it anyway, but purely to be nominated. And I thank you all for that, because you were the ones that nominated in the first place and then voted for me. So fabulous. And Sharon, you're absolutely right. After at the beginning of lockdown, when I first started this, we talked about all sorts and diets and food, and we started making fork biscuits, which is a Mary Berry recipe. So have a look. If you've never made fork biscuits, they are delicious. I haven't made any for a little while because I've been trying to diet. But since December, Trisha hasn't. I've had cake. I've had mince pies. I've had chocolate biscuits. Oh, my goodness. So I'm sure the weight will be going on. 7:15. Oh, I'm waffling, aren't I? Yeah. So it is like we're all in a big room together, which is what, I've always said. So, yeah. Have a look at the group, see what you think. Yorkshire puddings, oh yes. Jamie Oliver, Yorkshire puddings. Did you see them last night? Or the night before? Amazing. Mine don't come out like that. We'll have a look. Good for work. Okay, Jill. Right. So with the group, I'll just say one more, the new group. One more thing about that. If you aren't able to watch at 6:30 in the evening, the demo, the video will always be in the group, and it will be there always, because, sometimes people have asked, if they don't want to be in it for a month, obviously they'll miss out on the new instruction packs for that month. But if they then rejoin the following month, you will still be able to see the videos for the previous month, but there won't be measurements. So if you have an eye for, or a mind that works things out, absolutely fine, you'll be able to work it out for yourself. But if you do like the instructions and measurements, because sometimes there's quite a few measurements within a particular make, you may need those. So as I say, you don't miss everything, but you will miss a lot of bits and pieces as well. But entirely up to you. But I thought if I point that out, you'll know for the future. But there is a post within Sew with Trisha group asking for any questions you may have. Unfortunately, I didn't see it yesterday, but I have answered a couple today because I hadn't seen them. So sorry. But they're answered now if you are one of those people that asked a question. So shall we get on and show you how to make this? Doesn't take too long at all, because I made 4 within an hour, just an hour back. That's probably why Facebook decided to mess about with me. But my daughter, who works in a nursing home, they are giving presents to children and the dementia patients at Bedford General Hospital. And they're donating presents. So as they hadn't had a very they've asked for donations a little while ago, and I thought, and well, she said, have you got anything, Mum? Have I got anything? Well, I ended up making something. So I have got, I've bought some nice little hand creams and some, I don't know what they are. There's Vaseline lip salve, that type of things, in little tins. And I'm going to put one of each of those, I've got quite a few, in the little purses, you know, the little purse that we had as a free PDF. So I've got loads of those. In fact, there's probably 16. And then I thought, I've got nothing for the men. So this is what I made. So I'm going to give these, I've got 4 that I've done. So they're diaries. And for a man, I've done it in navy blue. So there's 4 of those. Shame I hadn't got anything other than this purple wide elastic, which I love. Oh, that's lovely, Shirley. Jolly good. And Jeeta looks forward to the lives. But I thought these would be quite handy for a man, wouldn't they? Yeah. So that was what I was making. So I did 4 in an hour. So they don't take long at all. But a nice little diary. And, you know, I mean, they will pick and choose as to who. Good teachers. Yes, absolutely. Oh, perhaps I ought to do that for tomorrow. I should have done... Oh, where's the time gone? Where's the time gone? So, yes, so that'll be 20 little presents, won't it, for people? And, you know, it's enjoyable to do it. I wish I'd started earlier, really earlier. But, yeah, so, yeah, that's what I decided to do. So let me show you how to make one of these. Now, I hope you can see, obviously with the iPad, I can see a bigger screen. So I'm going to dip it down like I usually do. And I'm going to give you measurements today, because the other thing was, gosh, it just must be me. I fell down the stairs today as well. Not badly, and I didn't hurt myself. But you know how I was coming upstairs to actually make what I'm going to show you now. And I got 3 stairs up, and I know it really is. Yeah, fabulous, a pyramid prezi. Yeah, so I'm going up the stairs. I think I went up 4. And then you know when you think, oh, I need such and such. So instead of turning round and walking down forwards, I stepped backwards, right? And I obviously only stepped down 3 instead of 4, thinking I was on the bottom step, took that 4th step, and I fell over. I landed on my bottom, and thank goodness it's well padded, and my knee a bit, but it was my good knee. And yeah, I hit, there's a piano there, but fortunately, well, I usually have tubs of samples there as well, but they'd gone. So I just landed quite gracefully on the floor. I did make a loud thump. Oh, hello, Bev. Don't worry, don't worry. Yeah, so I've done that. So now just things are going wrong. Less sherry, yeah. I do love a drop of sherry. Haven't had any for a long time. So anyhow, what we're going to need now, what I have used, you know, my new fusible fleece. I will say, you've been there, done that, and yeah, I hope I'm not too, I feel fine now, but I'll see if there's any, yeah, it was bad. It was stupid. But that I actually fell on the floor. There we go. Never mind. Martin was there, though, in seconds. Are you all right? Are you all right? He doesn't usually care that much, but oh, very good. Anyhow, I'm using my fusible fleece. Now, I will say I won't be posting anything out until the new year, till the strikes are really well and truly over this side of Christmas. So nothing before Christmas, I'm afraid. But there is some of this on the website, and it's £2.50 a half metre or £5 for a whole metre. So I've used this because it's got a little bit of body, but it's nicely thin and it's fusible. So I'm just going to turn my iron on so that I can just fuse that in a moment. So my piece of fusible is 8 by 6, so 6 by 8. So depending on what size of book, notebook or whatever, take a hot water bottle to bed. Oh, I haven't got time to do that, Fiona. I don't have time to sleep. When you fall over, you can't get up. Oh, I got up okay, you know. I was lucky. I was. Don't you love old age? I know. Could have been a lot worse, so I'm thankful for that. So I have an 8x6 piece. I have lining. I've used calico, but any lining fabric or nice fabric. What's that one called? Is it tooth? No, there is an H630, Angela, but this one is just called, I've called it Fusible Fleece. It's not a Vilene product. It's from Joe Mill, but it is very good. It's as good as a Vilene product. H630 is very similar, but not quite as much body as this one. And this is a little bit thinner. So 8x6 of your fusible fleece or interfacing or G700. All of those would be good. And then your lining fabric and your outer fabric. So 8x6 for all three pieces. My piece of elastic, I just did an inch longer. So this is 9 inches long. And then a zip. So the zip, I did one of these with an 8-inch zip, and it's fine because the way the zip's going is down the 8-inch length, but it doesn't make life easy. So if you have a longer zip, this is about 12, it gives you a little bit more ease when we are top stitching. So that's why I have this, and then we trim it down to the right size. So shall we begin? What I'm going to do, you can probably, yeah, I'll let you see me there with the iron. So I'm just going to put, I wonder if, no, oh yes, that's it. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to put the fusible side facing up near my iron, and I'm going to put my outer fabric right side down. So I should move back a little bit. There we go. Right side down. It's not as good with my phone. So I've got the bobbles facing up. A bit of steam. I'm just going to fuse that like so. It doesn't mind steam at all. A bit like the H630s. And there we are. So while it's warm or hot, it's fairly floppy, but didn't do that very well, did I? Let's do that back together. Oh dear. Don't want it that, no. Oh. Trying to, whoops, okay, we'll come down here where, oh, where is my sewing machine? See, it's all very strange because, sorry about this, it's because I've got the, oops, that's better. Right, better turn my light off. As I say, it's because I've got, okay, so we've got very little light so that we'll have no light at all, and then you'll be able to see an inch longer, that's right, than the fabric. Gosh, there we are. Oh, the joys of using the phone instead of the iPad. There we are. I don't know how well we're going to see. Let's just take that back just a little bit. So I've got my, oops, that's not good. No, that's not good. That's perhaps a little bit better. That way. Right, so we have our piece which is 6 across here. We're going to be stitching down the long side. So I'm going to take my zip with the zipper pull up, but I'm going to face it down. So I'm facing it down onto the outer fabric, and I'm leaving excess here and excess, so the zip pull is away from the edge. And I'm just going to put a pin just for ease into that top part, just to hold that. because we're going to put the lining piece at the same time, stitch through both. So I'm going to slip the lining fabric underneath, and I'm just going to line that up with the outer fabric and the fusible fleece, so that all lines up perfectly there. And then you can either take the pin out or just put it through both layers, so that all lines up nicely. So then as soon as I have the other thing I like to do, you put your zipper foot on now, or like I'm going to do, whoops, closed. I'm going to move my my needle right over to the left hand side, and then whoops, I'm going to use the edge of my foot against the edge of the nylon coil. That's wrong. Let's lift our needle up. So let's just see. We are on the wrong stitch, that's why. So just your standard, your regular stitch length. But as I said, I've just moved my needle right over to the left hand side. I have now. And we're just going to stitch along there. So now, Trisha, you're stupid. Trisha, you are absolutely stupid. Seam ripper time. We're not going to put the, I'm going mad, going absolutely mad. Rewind. We want zip face down, but we want to make a zip sandwich, don't we? So ignore all of that. Zipper pull down, line that up, lining fabric on the top. There we go. Line all those edges up and line those. And we will start again. So we need to see that the zip is in between the outer fabric and the lining fabric. Just a, oh, what on earth am I talking about there? So, and then, because I don't pin, I can just make sure the zip is lined up to that edge and the lining fabric as well. And then I keep my fingers on here. So like I think Jane was saying, or Nikki, don't use pins. It means you've got a long run at stitching without having to stop to take pins out. So then we're going to pull the lining fabric back. I am just going to nail press that down, just pulling that away, and then we will turn it round so that the lining fabric's underneath, because we're going to top stitch here. So we're just going to pull the outer fabric away there so that this all lines up underneath as well. And you can press now, but just for quickness, because I'm running over, I'm just making sure that my lining fabric there is pulled right down so that I haven't got a pleat underneath. So then I'm just going to top stitch along this edge, and I'm using my foot as a guide and cut that off. So I've now got my top stitching along there, like so. So now what I'm going to do is move this in here a little bit. I am going to, oh goodness, yeah. I'm going to bring this other edge up to the opposite side of the zip. So here's my free side. I'm going to bring that up to there. And I'm just going to fold that so that the top here lines up with my zip. And at the same time, I'm going to take the lining fabric underneath so that it lines up with that too. And what you can see from the side is 2 loops. So if you want to put a pin just to hold that bit, those 2 or 3 layers together, just while we start stitching, and then I will take that out and realign. So I've got those together, and again, so just let the needle go down. So now that's gone through the first few bits. Now I can open that out, pull my zip so it lines up now with the top of the lining fabric. So that's all lining up beautifully. And then bring my outer fabric down on top, like so, and then just whiz along here. So, and you can see I'm still holding my fingers down on the edge there so that it's all lined up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to undo the zip like so, or as far as we can. There we are. So I can put my hand in there and pull it through to the right side. We'll open it up completely in a minute. So just pull that like so. So just turn it to the right side and continue to open the zip fully. Now, if your zip were only exactly the same length to here, you haven't got much leeway when I come now to do the top stitching. But because we've got that extra here, the extra bit here, it means that I'll be able to top stitch that really easily. So now you could press that so that the lining is pulled away from the zip and here, but I'm just pulling that so you've got the lining and the outer fabric together. If you just pull that, it makes sure there's no pleat forming under here. So I'm just going to again pop that under the needle and stop this stitching, put that along there. Whoops, we've just got a little bit, oh, there we go. Okay, so just pull each side of the zip, and then you know, as I say, there's no fabric under there. It's when we get to this end though, we've got a little less room, so just pull underneath on the lining and the top, and then carry on down until you get to nearly the end, and you can pull. You see how I'm pulling that zip away there, and it means that then I can just continue top stitching to the end. And that's a case of, if your zip was exactly there, it still can be done, but it's just a little bit more awkward. Okay, so we've got our top stitching done along that edge as well. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to pull our zip up. We're going to have the right side of fabric on the inside. So we just zip that up like so, and then flatten it down. But we're going to flatten it down so that the zip is in the center here. So just put your fingers in the end of the tube and flatten that for the moment. We're going to move the zip in a minute, but we just put a pin there, and then at this end too. So just flatten that down, put your fingers in the end of the tube and just stretch that out, because sometimes the fabric will, there we are, it will just pleat a little bit, but pull that out so that that's nicely flat and the zip is in the middle. And we are going to, right, now that I've got that, I want to actually press this. So I'll just I'm going to press with the iron along these edges just to give me a nice crease along here. It will make it easier for when I come to sew across these ends. So I'll just get the iron. I won't move the phone because it would just make things move about, and I can't. Right, so I have just pressed, if you can see, looks a little bit flatter, so I've pressed it. So at this point I can take that pin out, because I know that is all nicely pressed in there as well, and in there. So I'm going to undo my zip a little bit, or a fair bit, because it's pressed. These pieces are going to fold down straight to where they came from, which is if you don't press it, they'll just spring out of the halfway position. So let's just push that zip just a little bit further back, okay, and then we can slot our piece of elastic in. So I'm just going to push that in. You've got less of a distance, you can just push that through, and it's longer, it's about 1 inch longer. So we will actually start, we're not going to start with that end, I'm going to start with this end, so not the open end. We'll start here, and we will just look to just push that the elastic. You see the elastic just there, so it's central, and you can see that the zip is right in the center of where the elastic is. So I'm just checking to see that there's the same distance from the elastic into that corner and the same there. if I just look over the top, and I can see that the zip is down the centre. So pin if you would like to, but otherwise, because we've pressed, it's sitting there really well. So I'll just move my needle back to the correct position, which is usually 1/4 of an inch, which is what I do. And I'm just going to stitch 1/4 inch. I will reverse there, stitch across and stitch across. Now, because I don't want the elastic to pull out, because it will be stretched just a little bit, I'm going to do a second row of straight stitching. It won't be the only stitching I do. Second row, just to secure it. Okay, so we've done that. So we've stitched all the way across there. Now at this end, we're going to do the same, but you've got a little bit of extra. So we're just going to push that back and make a lump. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a lump there. And then I'm just going to place this centrally. So you can see where my creases are. I'm just placing that centrally. And then we're going to put the zip back down. And because we pressed it, that's just laying there right next to each other. So I'm just putting my fingers down on it and then straight back under the machine again. And so we were just 1/4 an inch and across. Oh, that's it. And then again for the second time. So we've made sure that the zip was open, otherwise we would have problems. Okay, so now we come to the point where we're going to cut off. So we're going to trim the excess zip there, and I've taken it to about 1/8 of an inch from the line, the stitch line. And similarly at this end, we'll just trim that off, and then, whoops, a little bit more there. I'm then going to change to a zigzag stitch. So let's go there, and I'm just going to zigzag across this end here. Let's see if I can just bring that in a little bit more. It's not the best there. Right, so I've done a fairly close zigzag, just so it gives decent coverage to those raw edges. And I don't mind this being a raw edge with zigzagged overcasting, because it's tucked right into the corners. The other thing you'll notice, let's just stitch across here. The other thing you'll notice is that I haven't clipped the corners. Right, let me show you here. Whoops, that's it. I haven't clipped these corners off because we're going to use, I want it to be nice and robust, and I want to use these corners to help with getting a nice corners when we turn it to the right side. So we just trim off those little bits and pieces. I like to pull at that raw edge, because if we pull at the raw edge, it brings all the fraying away, and we can trim it off. There we go. And a little bit there. Whoops. So, oops. Oh dear, oh dear. There we are. There we, am I going the wrong way? No, we're going the right way. So there we are. Nice and neat, just zigzagged there and zigzagged there. So now we're going to turn it to the right side. So a little bit like when we do our mitre corners, I've put my thumb inside and I'm pressing that corner over and pushing it through. So I'm using the corner to give me a nice corner there. So again, press that down, push it into the corner just with your finger, and then we can open the rest of the zip all the way up, and then we can do the same. I put my finger in there, fold it over, and push your thumb up into that corner. And similarly here, I put my thumb into that one, fold it over with my finger, push my finger back, and oh, there. So all I'm going to do, either use a pin I'm just going to poke that out just a little bit more, but you see how nice that corner is? And it's because it hasn't been weakened by trimming the points off, but you've got a nice sturdy corner there. A little bit of thread, I'll trim that off in a minute. So then just at the other end too, just poke that out. See, look, nice corner again. And it is the those corners that we folded over and